Hi, friends. So it is Wednesday. Dun dun dun. It is Wednesday. So, of course, we are here to do what you need to know Wednesday. Now, brief disclaimer, if you asking yourself why I am draped in Mrs. Claus's coat, I told you this room is big. I'm still learning how to regulate. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, I am still cold. For those of you who haven't been here as of late, as you can see, it's different background, different environment, different space, different home, thank the heavens. So still learning how to adjust. Okay, so don't mind me. If you're new here, hi, my name is B. If you're accustomed to being here, welcome back. And like I said, yeah, it is What Do You Need to Know Wednesday. So yeah, just in case if you're new to being here and you don't know what this is, What Do You Need to Know Wednesday is basically just a confirmation and or maybe clarification of anything you might need to know bringing you into this week or as you complete this week and go off into the weekend. My name is B, just in case if I didn't already say that. I can't remember if I did or didn't. I am a little under the influence, just a smidget. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get this cracking. Okay. Like, share, subscribe. I am open for personal readings. I've been feeling pretty good. I hope you guys have been feeling pretty good. This week has been feeling pretty good. I'm trying not to like fall into such a lazy rut. If you caught my other video, then I kind of updated you a little bit there where I have a new space. I am in a new room. It is very, very spacious. I prayed that it would be enough space, and it is absolutely more than enough space that I need. So we are in a new cupboard. You can see kind of the sun peeking a little bit, but it was a little too bright with how bad it was peeking in. I looked very like discolored, like you could barely see me. So I just closed it. We have the light on here. My ceiling fan is still on high. I tried to do this thing last night where I like turned off the ceiling fan and turn like open the windows to try to see if it would adjust with being cold. No. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump into why we're here. And yeah, give me some energy for what we need to know during this week. Um, I don't know. I still feel like I kind of want to shuffle these. I kind of pulled them straight out the pack. I didn't really shuffle them too much or play too much before I started. Give it a good one, two, three, and then we'll just move on. And the last one, I've seen cold heart twice. Are you feeling cold? Are you feeling discontent? What is it? Soulmates just flipped over in my hand. You see that? Are you feeling cold? Are you feeling restricted? Are you feeling resentments? Is there someone in your energy feeling resentments to you? I'm gonna take the soulmate card. I feel like it fell out for a reason, especially as I was talking about that, right? So again, are you closing yourself to love? Are you looking for a soulmate and you still feeling resentful from an old one? What's T? What do we need to know this Wednesday? What's T? What do we need to know this Wednesday? What do we need to know this Wednesday? Real love also flipped over. Okay, look, talk to me. What y'all got going on? What y'all got going on? What we got going on? Mountains is here also. Obstacles, setbacks faced on your journey, stagnancy, losing faith, losing motivation, unachievable expectations, learning period, patience, and perseverance required. For some of you, are you, because again, like I said, I just saw the cold heart talk card twice. So are you experiencing some setbacks? Talk to me. Are we experiencing some setbacks or some obstacles or some experiencing some frustration? I'm hearing frustration. I'm sensing frustration when it comes to romance this week. Scorpio season is ushering in this week. So, I mean, very intense feelings, very intense emotions. I have been connecting with a couple of intense Scorpio placements. Have a couple myself, so I'm not going to act like I don't like it. But, are you maybe losing faith, losing motivation on some things? Again, real love is here out with the soulmates card. Is there a particular someone in your energy, a particular someone on your mind? Is there, maybe frustrations again around maybe when you'll find it? Real love, it says true love, emotional stability, emotional security, stable foundation, building a family. Patience, perseverance, unachievable expectations. Are you getting frustrated maybe because you feel like these expectations are unachievable? Give me two. Give me two more. Present is here. Surprise. Giving and receiving a gift, divine blessing, celebration, party, and birthday. Scorpios, are you in the house? Scorpios, are you in the house? The Libras, are y'all in the house? Sagittarius, are we in the house? Capricorns, Aquarius, Pisces, all of the birthdays are rolling around. Holiday season is here. What is this other card here we have? Execution, practice, hard work, improving skill, dedication, devotion. So let's talk here, right? Because I feel like these two kind of go together. This execution in these mountains, you have learning period, but then you have hard work, practice, improving skill. There's something you're learning. What you need to know this Wednesday is when you think about your love life and you might experience some frustrations this week as you think about or maybe see other people experience love and maybe have love. As you see that, you might eventually begin to feel some frustrations as you reflect on where you are in your love life. You might be feeling some frustrations. Maybe there's a particular relationship, with the soulmates and the real love card here together, right? So maybe you already have a particular relationship that's in mind, and it's kind of maybe, again, maybe causing some frustrations where it's like this is someone you really do love, but maybe you're experiencing some obstacles and frustrations and maybe some setbacks this week, or losing faith or losing motivation on a particular connection that's in your life right now. But it's like, what is it teaching you? This execution with the mountains card is giving, what is it teaching you this week? It's meant to teach you something. I'm hearing sharpen iron. Sharpen your sword. It's teaching you to sharpen your iron, to sharpen your sword, to sharpen your skill, hone in your skill is kind of what it's giving me. So it's like there's still lessons you're learning. Don't lose faith because you're still learning these lessons. Just because you're still learning lessons doesn't mean that love isn't promised to you. Doesn't mean that the love isn't real. Doesn't mean that this isn't your soulmate. Doesn't mean that you won't ever find it, right? But you're still learning things. Some things may still come as a surprise to you. For some of you, this is making me feel like where you don't have someone, this is someone who might come as a surprise. There's a connection coming. What you need to know is that you might still be dealing with some frustrations and some obstacles and some setbacks because there's still shit you're needing to learn for when the right person comes. For some of you, you need to hear that. There's still things that you're learning on, that you're still improving. Hard work, dedication, skill, practice, right? There's still lessons that you're still learning when it comes to love. There's still growth that's being had. You still getting sent certain type of soulmates because it's like we're making sure that you're really learning this lesson, right? Learning period. Where it's like, why do I keep experiencing frustrations? Why am I not really getting my person? Why am I getting all of these lessons? Because obviously you still need to learn them. Like that's not even no tea, no shade. That's like that's not to be a bitch, an asshole, or nothing. Like that's just really what it is. Because you keep having to learn it. So if you keep asking where's my person and why haven't I got them yet, it's probably because there's still some growth that you need to do. So you keep running into people who are promoting your growth. That doesn't mean it's not real love. That doesn't mean that you won't ever get real love. That person that you can really be with and build an emotional connection, feel emotionally secure, really have real love and build a family and a foundation with. But it's like before you kind of get that divine blessing, divine gift, you first have to learn how to have it. It's like an animal. You know what I'm saying? That's like asking for a pet, but then you don't even know how to take care of it. You have to first learn how to take care of it. You want to start planting and gardening, but you have to first learn how to take care of it, or else you fuck up exactly the thing that you get. Why would we send you something that you gonna fuck up tomorrow anyway? That's like money and shit. Why would we give you a big lump sum of money when you fuck off the money we give you now? You fuck off the financial blessings we give you now. That don't make sense. I'm gonna give you $1 billion for you to fuck off $1 billion and be back broke in a week and a half. No, but we're gonna teach you slowly. We're gonna work you slowly. We're gonna send you through the scenic route. We ain't just gonna give you what you want. We gonna teach you how to also learn how to maintain it, learn how to really grow in it, be in it, learn how to really be able to see it for what it is and call it when it's time. Why would we give you such profound things when again you might not even really understand or appreciate when it's here? If not appreciate, then again maybe there are certain lessons, right? How many times you want a relationship, your person, your partner, but then you still got childhood trauma and shit. You fuck around and literally fuck up the very relationship you just called in because you're unhealed, because of insecurities, because of insert thing here. We all have it. Whatever shadow work that you ain't really worked through within your own self yet, type thing. We all have it. But how are you improving upon that? How are you not allowing it to make you lose faith, but to really understand what growth, even those of you really in a relationship, maybe you watching me and you really got somebody, you ain't single, this is really a connection, you really, really in love for real, already got a family, right? But there are still obstacles and setbacks. That's fine, but what is it teaching you? Is it causing you to really kind of give up in your faith and in your connection with this person? Or is it allowing for you to be motivated to grow and maybe challenge your own self, your own beliefs, challenge them? Are they growing and ready to maybe even be challenged and to really kind of see your own selves and each other in the raw and in the real? Come on, getting deep, Scorpio season. Come on, getting deep, Scorpio season. But the real raw in the real. This soulmates card says the person you attract into your life who is sent to show and teach you what true love is. A life partner. True love promotes growth within you. Is it an unachievable expectation? Are you thinking too much and wanting too much? I really was getting into Love is Blind this year, right? Just let's talk about it because I kind of like, I like a little reality TV here or there. Love is Blind this season. Unachievable expectations. Anton and Allie, I think, fit that bill. One thing that I always picked up on Allie is that she had kind of had unrealistic expectations, at least by my standard. I mean, not to sound like I'm not a girl's girl, but it's like you also kind of have to be realistic. This is someone who you want to take care of you, keep up with your lifestyle. You're very high maintenance. You like to do this and do that, and you like, oh, we can just get a butler. Then you also like, oh, well, I don't really cook, I don't really clean. It's not really a priority for me. Even her mama come in and say I've raised her to feel like that's a priority. Not to say that she doesn't have a right to kind of feel a way about his lifestyle, but it's also like at some point, again, when do you have realistic expectations? If you want him to be a truck driver and have 50, 11 different jobs and to maintain your lifestyle and to just be taking care of you and your Botox and everything else, and girl, you can't even cook the man a hot meal, you gonna chastise him about having maybe one or two beers after the fridge? And again, of course, it's edited. There's no telling what really is going on, right? But that's just my honest opinion about it. So, even tying that back into this, are you having unrealistic expectations? Maybe you have unrealistic expectations about your partner, right? Can you really see people for who they are right now, not who you want them to be? Can you love them in who they are right now, not who you want them to be? That all matters. Having patience with each other, having persistence and perseverance with each other, along with learning each other and growing together. You got to remember that these are two people. Y'all are two people merging lives together. Two people merging their own separate paths together. Hmm. Give me something for this present card. What is this present card? Divine masculine, right? So again, soulmate energy. Divine masculine fell out, vulnerability and intimacy. So for some of you, there could be maybe even something coming up. That's so funny. Did I show you the back of this? I wasn't meaning to show you my face, but yes, this is my face on my deck. I don't know. I'm obsessed with me. Anyway, intimacy. So again, for some of you, you might even be shocked and surprised. What you need to know this week, it might come as a shock or a surprise that someone might even actually be trying to open up this week. Maybe you want someone to open up, this week. Either or. I do feel like this might be something that still comes as intuitively. I'm picking up though. So this will come as a surprise for some of you. This person will kind of open up and begin to be vulnerable and intimate. This might be someone you're already dealing with. But I'm picking that up heavily for people who are currently dealing with people. If you're currently dealing with someone, I definitely see you being shocked. You being shocked about them opening up and wanting to be vulnerable. Commitment and propose fail. I wasn't trying to pull a car, so I'll let it stay. But it definitely failed. So I mean, mental note that. So again, for those of you who are dealing with people, you have real love, right? Don't allow the obstacles and the setbacks and the frustrations of it frustrate you. Being in connection with people is not easy. It's people ideally, like I think a lot of people idealize or overly romanticize relationships. It's not like nothing you see on TV, in my opinion. And that's not to say you can't glorify or glamorize or whatever word you wanna, adjective you wanna, you know, put right there. Um, but it's also like the reality of the real work of the thing. You know what I'm saying? This isn't a knight in shining armor type of situation. It's just not. Love is simply two people who are two individuals living their own lives, who are choosing every day to dedicate time out of their own lives to build a life together. And you're merging each other's paths to like work alongside. That is kind of tough. People who have their own views and standards and morals and shit, and you who has, your own and how you might feel about it. It's getting ironically dark in here. I kind of feel like I want to open the blinds now again. Hold on one moment. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I had to just move over because, yeah, I'd have been right in the middle of all that. So this is much better for me. So let's just move this over. And yeah, so like I said, for most of you who are in a connection, you'll definitely be very shocked and surprised by this person trying to be vulnerable and having a vulnerable moment with the divine masculine card. But like I said, love isn't meant to be just all cheese and roses and unicorns and flowers and sprinkles and fucking daisies. Okay, sometimes this shit get real in the field. Can You Stand the Rain was a real song. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's really just about how well you can kind of build. That's not, and when I say build and stick it out, I don't really mean like out of course, extreme measures. If abuse is going on and all types of other things that you know are unacceptable, leave. Yeah, I'm a huge advocate for that. I don't care how much soulmate and how much love, it ain't that much love in the world. And Tina Turner also said, "What love got to do with it?" Okay, so hey, I'm just saying. But by these cards is given for those of you who are thinking about love, and for those of you who this feels like specifically are currently dealing with somebody. Don't let the obstacles and the issues and the frustrations of being with another person make you lose faith in what this connection really is. And for others of you, this is more about like, for those of you who are single, this feels more like, where is my person? Why do I keep experiencing lessons? Why do I keep facing setbacks in these relationships? Why do I keep experiencing relationships with obstacles? Why do I keep experiencing, you know, delays? Is what I'm kind of also getting to in the relationship. And it's like, because you're still learning. You're still learning things. This is still a learning period. You still need to have patience with yourself. And you will be surprised. For those of you where you're single, you'll be surprised with someone who is very vulnerable and intimate. For others of you, this feels like someone who, you've been dealing with them. They feel maybe like very like emotionally closed off or something. And then eventually, or out of nowhere, they might kind of come hit you with something. And it's like, I can't believe you said that. I'm like moved. Like, I'm shocked at you given this level of just like openness and tenderness and, emotional intimacy. And then for others of you, this is like, you'll be surprised. Like, this connection will come as a surprise. Your soulmate, your lover will come as a surprise, but it'll come after a period where you learn your lessons and you really learn them. You know who is a fuck boy and a fuck girl. You know who not to fuck with. You know who's a karmic, or you know who is just low vibrational. You know how to catch when motherfuckers not in alignment with you. You know how to catch when motherfuckers is just trying to get something out of you. Like, you're very, like, you're still learning, and that's still good. Like, keep learning. Take your time. Like, You are not missing out on anything. Bottom of the deck, you have the abundance card here. So you're not missing out on anything. Life will still be very fruitful and prosperous. You will go through a period of increase where again, it'll just shock you. You might even meet this person at a party, someone's birthday party, where it's just like, child, we kind of just bumped into each other and then we just been stuck together like glue after that. A friend of a friend. Give me something about these mountains for this mountains card. Missing an ex. Yeah, for some of you, this is like an old person. For some of you, this is an old person. Now I said they'll kind of come back. This is for those of you who, like I said, they'll come back and it'll be a shock. You might even be separated from this person right now. Think about it. Missing an ex. Think about it and power couple. So yeah, so if this isn't your energy, this is theirs. But for whoever's energy this is, someone misses like their partner. This is someone who feels like they're a soulmate. This feels more like again dealing with obstacles, having other things, losing faith, losing motivation. For some of you, again, maybe this is like a soulmate twin flame thing, and your guys is in separation, and you're kind of like really missing them, and it's kind of making you lose faith. For some of you, this is their energy, and they miss you, and they think about how all of the obstacles and the things and the issues that they brought in had caused you a lack of motivation. This is someone thinking about the stagnancy they caused and they miss you. So again, this might not even be your energy. This could be theirs. You could just be picking up on it. So be careful of that. You have gifts twice. Gifts is down at the bottom of the deck. But someone thinks about what they could have had. You might even think about what you could have had. Person watching, and I mean that's fine. But you also have to remember what you're doing, right? And not to I don't promote no BS. So if this ain't somebody you need to be with, then I say you're gonna have to learn how to work through your own feelings. Okay, because the third party card did just jump out, and I just looked at it as I said that. So for some of you, this you could be reminiscing on the ex and thinking about where they is, and they ain't no good to you. And I mean, even though they might still pop up, or you might kind of surprise and see them, still you gotta remember what you're doing. But for some of you, this is like them thinking about you. I feel like they caused a lot of stagnancy, a lot of yeah, I saw the love triangle card. So again, they caused a lot of obstacles, a lot of setbacks. They caused a lot of stagnancy. They caused a lot of delays. If they hadn't like this is someone who's like thinking about that. And how they really kind of put a lot of blockages and delays. Maybe even bringing third party people into y'all's relationship. But you're still learning. Person watching, you're still learning. Oh, 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 oh. Let's do some tarot. What do we need to know this Wednesday? What do we need to know this Wednesday? What do we need to know this Wednesday? So this isn't so bad. I don't know. I don't really like this angle. I prefer y'all to be a little taller so we can kind of. I feel like we looking at. I feel like I'm kind of angling my head down. Whatever. Giving me what do we need to know for this Wednesday? The Chariot card is reversed. The Lovers card is reversed. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus is here. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus is here. Both of these are reversed. What you need to know this Wednesday is that what somebody needs to know is that things aren't moving forward because you two aren't on the same page. If there is no you two, things aren't moving forward in your love life because it simply isn't time yet. There's delays. Something is being delayed. Like either way, I see delays. The Chariot card reverses like a delay. The Lovers card reverses a delay, but it's like being unequally yoked for some of you, especially who have people. And for others of you, again, where you like, we're single, again, this just feels like overall, again, things aren't moving forward because there are delays. Give me one more card. Judgment card reverse and it fell directly on top of the soulmates. For those of you who are single, yeah, you're learning how to have good judgment. So if you want to know what you need to know Wednesday, right? When it comes to your love life, if you wondering and speculating and spectating where your love is and why this and why that, because you're still learning how to use good judgment. That's just clean cut dry how it is. One last card here, and it fell on the Power Couples card, the Knight of Pentacles reverse. Um, you two aren't really on the same page. You two aren't really on the same page. So again, as there are obstacles and setbacks and things like that, I'm being reminded in this Mountains card of unrealistic expectations. Where it's like this person might not be who you might need them to be. Like again, let's go back to the surprise, divine masculine vulnerability, intimacy for those of you who might have somebody. Let's say the issue is they are maybe emotionally immature, emotionally stunted, aren't really that vulnerable, right? Again, there it'll be as a surprise that they open up to you. This is kind of giving the energy of like, how long or how hard you'll have to really kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, like I don't really know. I'm trying to find a kind way to say that, but it's like, are you? It's a. Okay, let's just because I feel like I'm trying to be nice. Do you? Okay, it's like a mom and child kind of thing, parent and child kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like unrealistic expectations. Are you really waiting around for somebody to show you that they can be vulnerable? Is it that you expect that they'll eventually maybe one day do it? Do you know how long you'll have to be waiting for that? Or do you know how much you might have to coddle them to do that? Do you want to do that? And it's like, even though you're experiencing frustrations and things like that, it's like sometimes you really got to learn how to just love a person for who they are. Thank you. You really just got to learn how to love a person for who they are and like and how they show up right now. You know? It'll come as a surprise. For those of you, again, you might have somebody, if you don't really have someone like an official relationship. I'm picking up the energy of those of you who again are still holding space for a particular somebody to come back, right? Either way, again, it just feels like I don't know. I think you should lower your expectations, not because you should have lower expectations, but because this person can't meet even the average of expect. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like you expecting for a 2-year-old to know quantum physics. It's like it's not they're not there yet. Like not to sound rude, but that's just really what it is. So are you expecting more from this person? Thank you, God. Are you expecting more from this person than what they can realistically give you? Like you have to really think about what you're expecting from this person and if they are someone to be expecting it from. Now I said you can't expect a 2-year-old to know quantum physics. Ain't something wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so really take a good analysis of the people that you call in. Soulmates card. Yes, they might be your soulmate, but you have a plethora of different soulmates. You don't gotta just stick to one. Do you really want to wait for somebody to have to eventually be vulnerable? I mean, if that's what and I hate to sound like I'm judging, but I mean, if that's what you want to do, we've all been there. We've all have made the decisions that we wanted to make. I personally would question it, but I also don't pay nobody bills but mine. So, hey, I'm just a tarot reader. This is not about life or death. You don't have to do anything I'm saying right now. But this is just the favorable energy. This feels like someone does think about you. Whoever this is wants to open up and be vulnerable. They think about you. They think about it. They understand maybe how even their lack of vulnerability and intimacy and, maybe gift giving, even because again, party, celebration, birthday, receiving a gift surprise. So maybe just the lack thereof in gesture and effort is something that's been an issue for you, for y'all. But do you want to hold your breath to see eventually if you get a period of increase with this person? And they think about the setbacks and things that they've put into this connection too. But let me see. Have they done the work? How about that? For those where that resonates. Have they done the work? Have they done the work? It's a serious Two of Pentacles. It's giving they juggle back and forth. It's giving they juggle back and forth. It's giving they do real good today and then they don't tomorrow. And then they do real good today and they don't tomorrow. And then they do the work today and then tomorrow they give up, or today they be about to do the work and then they don't. Give me one more card on if they've actually done the work. Yeah, Three of Cups reverse. No. And again, like I just said, right, in this deck I saw a love triangle, Three of Cups reverse, three is a crowd. So there could even be somebody, for those of you where this might be a certain type of particular situation. Take what resonates, right? Don't trigger yourself. Don't trigger yourself. Don't trigger yourself. Don't trigger yourself. Take what resonates. For those of you where you might know it's a third party situation, yeah, they might think about you too. But again, it's still kind of giving like there is a crowd. It's still kind of giving like, yeah, they understand that they want to be in this and that they have to maybe cut off the third parties and to really kind of do what they need to do and blah 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 blah. But again, this Two of Pentacles gives today they be in the right mind to do that, and to that's what they gonna do and they serious about it, and then today they be back on bullshit. Today they on bullshit. Tomorrow they like, I'm gonna really cut off these hoes, and I'm a really what's the song? I'm trying to get my life together, leave these hoes alone. Today I'm gonna really get my life together, and I'm gonna leave these hoes alone. And then tomorrow they be like, you said what you was doing at 9 o'clock, all right. And then the day after that they be like, but I'm gonna really get my life together. And I'm gonna leave these hoes alone for real today. Like that's what it's kind of giving me. For those of you where you don't have nobody, again, remember you're still learning. So still just be inquisitive. Date with an inquisitive eye. Don't put nothing, no pressure on nothing. Because when this person comes for you, those who are single, it'll be a surprise. You literally kind of won't even see it coming. So put your head in the sand. Do what you need to do. I wouldn't look for anything because it's giving whoever this is for you gonna kind of just fall on your noggin. You'll just meet them out at the function. What the fuck the function? And you'll just be out kicking it, and then it's just like, oh, I bumped in old crazy ass here, and we just kind of been, like I said, stuck together at the hip after that. And he ain't left me alone, and I ain't left him alone. And child, we've been getting on each other's nerves for 50 some years now. It kind of feels like that. Any major arcana that I see, any signs that I see majorly here: Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus; Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. That is definitely what I'm seeing right now. Thank you so much for getting into my channel. I really appreciate it. I did not know that this was going to be a love reading, so cool. Awesome. I guess that's just what the lick read today. My name is B, just in case if you forgot from the beginning of this. Like, share, subscribe. Um, Thumbs up sends us into the algorithm. Definitely appreciate it. I'm open for personal readings. You can get with me over on my social media because my website is currently down. And yeah, I think that's everything. Call me, beat me. If you want to reach me, and I'll see y'all over on the next video. Bye.